What's up, guys? I wanted to talk about flashy moves versus quick, reliable moves. So, this has been a big area of interest for me developing my offense. I really enjoyed doing flashy moves, trick dribbles, and all that first starting out, and I was really avid about using them, and I cared more about using these really difficult flashy moves in games than I did really about scoring. And my take on that has changed since then. I care more about scoring now than using the flashy moves. But it was interesting discovering, what my play style and what I preferred to do in games. But basically, I attribute a lot to flashy moves and hard street ball moves and stuff. Uh, I give a lot of credit to those moves because they helped keep my interest in the game early on when I was like kind of like sometimes practicing, sometimes missing practice. Uh, and because like post moves, just shots off the backboard, driving, that stuff can be boring. Shooting can be boring and frustrating. But doing moves was always really fun. And what I've heard from people like watching me practice certain things, it's like they say why would you practice such and such move? It's like, well, I know how to use this in a game. Apparently you don't, and you don't even see the application of it. I do know how to use it in a game, and even if I don't use it in a game, it's making my overall ball control go up, my comfortability with the ball, my confidence. You develop a sense of where the ball is, and you can feel it after practicing tons of these moves, basically. And people mostly tell me my play style should be, you know, typical power forward moves, strong post moves, mid range jumpers. But I don't really like practicing that a lot. And I guess I have a drive, move list that's closer to like a point guard. But, you know, there's other things that they offer besides just being able to make plays. I feel like flashy moves do develop your ball control. Like out of anything, they've been the most that's helped my ball control. It's gotten so much higher, so much better. Uh, and to use them a lot in games, I feel like you already have to have a high level of skill because if you're setting up shots and drives with these flashy 4 or 5 step moves, uh, you know, and you're not making your layups or making your shots, it's not really that cool looking. Like the point was kind of you know, it's not really sending the message that you want. It's like, cool, you're missing all these shots, but you're dressing it up really cool. Like, who cares? But I have like, so my offensive has changed since last video, like it usually does. I'm still using about 30 moves. I've got 5 new combos, 5 new fake combos where I wasn't using fake combos before. 3 drive combos that I wasn't using before. Um, but outside of that, I have like 4 flashy dribbles that I use when I can. Um, it's not a priority anymore that I execute flashy dribbles every game. I like to though, and I have 4 that I really like that I practiced that I don't have to worry about turning the ball over. Um, but I practice about 10. So like if I am comfortable enough to try to go outside of what I usually do, maybe one of the 6 that are a little more, a little more impressive, I use and then, get a reaction from people or whatever. But yeah, I was at the point early on when I really was getting frustrated about not scoring with flashy moves to where I wasn't practicing them at all. Uh, I wasn't trying to use them in games. I was only practicing quick, crosses, the Iverson cross, pullbacks, the Euro step, fundamentals, like classic stuff. But that ended up going away because I ended up going back to the flashy stuff because, it's not all about, it doesn't have to be so serious. And that stuff is fun. And I can practice whatever I want. It doesn't matter. Maybe don't use them so much in games, but like what I practice is whatever. So, but yeah, I am practicing about 10 flashy dribbles. I really like 4 of them. Um, there's there's a time and place for them, is for sure. Like you have to figure out when and where to use them. Like the first time I used a flashy move, I had been waiting all game to do it, and I'm stuck down by the post because I'm a power forward and don't ever really get ball time. I'm just there for like rebounds. But I did get a rebound way out at the 3-point line, and I did the 2+2+2, which is a professor move, but no one was guarding me, and it just kind of looked weird. And then I missed the three, so I was like, well, that was lame, but at least I got it off in game, and I just realized that move is more for like when you've got a defender right in front of you, and you're trying to intimidate them. It's not really a move to set up a shot. I mean, you can, but yeah, it was kind of pointless. But I think flashy moves are great to practice. Overall, you're going to want mostly quick, you know, reliable moves that you can score with. But they're a lot of fun. You can get reactions out of people. That's fun. Practicing them makes your ball control go up like insane. Like I'm so comfortable with the ball because of all the street ball moves I've practiced. So, um, but yeah, just figure out your own play style and don't really listen to people telling you how they think you should play. Uh, I kind of started doing that early on and realized, that's just not my play style. I have fun practicing certain things and, I like doing certain things in games, but yeah, I highly recommend practicing them and practice every chance you get. And like, comment, subscribe for more basketball content, and have a good one.